1, the Apostle Paul greets the church there and mentions a couple of things. He mentions the other minister who Paul had sent to lead the Colossian church. His name is Epaphras. And Epaphras, as a minister to the Colossian church, gave feedback to the Apostle Paul and the team that, the church is doing well there, they love God, etc., etc. And Paul, when he writes to the church in his greetings as he opens the letter, you see he gives feedback to the church that we have received great news about you guys as the church, your love for God and so on from our fellow brother Epaphras. But in then speaking to the church and exhorting them given their love for God, he says something quite crucial which is part of our reflection at this moment. And I want to read it so that it becomes clear why we have to reflect on the word every time. So it's Colossians chapter 1, verses 9. He says here, "For this reason we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray for you and to ask that you may be filled with the knowledge of his will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding." So in verses 8, it says, "We've heard of your love for God, we've heard of your passion for God, and we're excited and we continue to pray for you. That, given your passion, given your zeal for God, these are the things we want added to you." And in verses 9, he says, those things are that they must be filled with the knowledge of the will of God. That now that you love God, you go to church, you are blessed by the word, it is important that your love doesn't just end there. That for your love to actually take you to another level with God, you must have the knowledge of his will. And he says, in all wisdom and spiritual understanding. Verses 10 is quite key because he gives them a reason why they must have the knowledge of God in all wisdom. And he says here in verses 10, that you may walk worthy of the Lord. So he's giving the first reason, that your walk with God may really be something special. Your walk with God, let me just read it with Amplified. It says, that you may walk, live, and conduct yourselves in a manner worthy of the Lord. So given your love for God, your passion for God, you had the most amazing Passover celebration. God spoke to you. And he's now saying that